you will find that some members of faculty senates have given votes of no confidence at some point in time. And quite frankly, a lot of presidents told me if you don't get one, that means you're not pushing for change. You're not being disruptive enough. And yes, I'm a non-traditional president. I do things a little differently. I have a long-term focus. I focus on the long ball play. And so that doesn't satisfy everyone. And that's okay. That's really, really okay. But what is not okay though, what is not okay is when you do, negativity that hurts the school. Okay, so it's not about confidence in me as an individual. You can see my works. You can see the results of all the things that I've accomplished. But not everyone is going to be happy. And it doesn't, there might be some people in the faculty not happy. There might be some people from the alumni association that are not happy. But I will tell you, I get calls every day from alums that are very, very happy and say, please stay the course because you're just what we need. And I get calls from the top faculty members every day that says, please stay the course because that's exactly what you need. And I think Governor Amy, I saw some of those faculty members that were enthusiastic about it just a few minutes ago.
I'm going to speak some tough love at this point, which is, if you look at the history of South Carolina State, one of the problems that continues to happen here that doesn't happen at the campus next door is the board continues to politicize things. And I think that's twofold. There's two things that would make massive changes, not just to South Carolina State, but to other schools around the state, is one, you have to have out-of-state board members. Out-of-state board members bring experience, they bring money, they bring resources. Everything would change for South Carolina State if they could have out-of-state board members. That's a legislative decision. They've got to do it at some point. It will make a huge difference if they do that. The second thing is the board needs to understand the number one thing South Carolina State needs right now is consistency. Just let this play out. You've gone through a terrible time in 2015. You've risen up on it. Now you hit COVID. Don't stop now. I mean, the board has a terrible past history of constantly doing these no confidence votes. And all that does is you're losing the consistency that the school next door continues to always have and thrive off of. So the one thing that I think they need, and what I've seen is, we didn't know if this school was going to survive in 2015. I am so very proud of the work that has happened on this campus, the hard decisions that they made that happened on this campus. The biggest issue was fiscal responsibility. They have recovered from that, which was it was really irresponsible at that point. And the vision. It hasn't had this kind of vision in a long time. I mean, the idea that it's being talked about in the country about what it's doing on nuclear, what it's doing on cybersecurity, what it could do on agriculture. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for South Carolina.